Okay, I've now put all my limit switches on. As the bridge comes down, she'll trigger the switch. That's so when it's like this now, it means there's no power to this track. But when it's down, then I get power to the track. Now I just had to actually rewire it because of the extra distance I had to come out. I've also got one here, so when the bridge comes down it just goes onto that clip, which I'll show you. And it hits it. So I've done them on both sides. There's one there, so when the bridge sits down, and the other one here. So now all I've got to do is power to the tracks. So I'll show you what I'm doing there. Also the way these actually work is up on the track. Right here I've got a gap in the far side rail which splits the power. So when the bridge is up, I've got power from all these tracks right around, but I have no power here. But in the first rail I've got constant power all the way, but in the far rail I only have power when the bridge is down. So when the bridge is touching the limit switch, it generates power just in this track. And that's the same with all of them. Even up there I've got the gap on the far rails too. So that's what the limit switch actually does. And also with the wiring to the limit switch, I have the black wire on the inside rail and the green wire that I use for the switch is on the far rail, just so I know the green wire is going to the limit switch. Which is that green wire there, and then you've got the black wire. To power all this track here, I'm going to have feeders up this end. So the feeders will go to the rail just like this one I've just done. So this one's now got power, and this one will have power when I connect it up. So when I lift up the bridge, she swings okay and back. And also underneath the layout I've got this screw here, the screw head, so when this bridge actually lifts up it will sit on the screw and my wires under the bridge won't get squashed, so there's movement under the bridge. So when I open it, she goes back and then back. And the other wire here, well, when it's tighter it will sit better. Also the wires to the both tracks underneath, I've actually cable tied them, so when I actually lift them they're away from that screw head that's helping the wires not get squashed. And on the last lift up, the wires don't actually touch the baseboard. As you can see, they're completely free of anything to squash them, so that one was a bit of a bonus. Okay, the first part of the scenery I'm going to do is I'm going to match up the fascia board with the paint. So I will paint this board and that board the same colour as well. So I'll go ahead and paint it. Okay, the fascia's all now been painted. So now that part's over and done with. So my next part I'm going to do is now I'm going to try and join the rock work in here. So I'm going to do all this, but here, because I'm so close to the bridge, I'm actually going to do a photo print. I'll show you the photo print. Now there are a couple of photo prints I've done. Now the photos are actually from my rock work on the layout. As you can see, some rock work. So what I'm actually going to do is actually cut that to size and put it on the layout. So the first one is going to go like so, and then on this part will be the plaster. That way the bridge can go up and down, and I'll also have one around the corner. So I've just got to try and blend it in. So I'll go ahead and get ready and put all the plaster cloth up, and I'll show you what it's going to look like. Okay, I'm doing the cardboard basket weave method again, like I've done on the whole layout. So I've done that side and that side. Okay, now the plaster cloth is now on. So the next step is to put plaster on top. Okay, now I'm about to put the print on, and I've just glued it with PVA glue, so all I've got to do is put it on. And then just make sure the bridge will come down okay. And that's it. So I'll put the other print on or underneath the bridge, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what the print actually looks like. So now I've just got to blend in the plaster. Okay guys, I'm going to make a door for me entrance to the train room. Seen Ron Toyman told me to, and a few others, even Gaffer. So I'll show you what I'm actually going to do. Now these are 19mm pine lining boards. They've all got the groove, so all they do is slide in. So I'm going to join all of them up and make my door. Now my door is actually 960mm, so it's sort of a wide door, but but it's not going the full length. I'll show you where it's going. Okay, now the height of the board is actually going to be there. Is where the top of my backdrop is. So it's going to be about there, and then down the bottom I'm still going to have this gap here because of the way I've done the plastering. It's kicking out, but I didn't want to come all the way to the floor anyway. So that's the height it's going to be. So when you're in the layout room, it's just going to blend in. So I'll carry on with the door. One door made. All I've got to do is put the hinges on and put it on. Then I'll have two happy guys in Ron and Gaffer. So this one's for you guys. Okay, I'll finish putting or hanging the door up, so it's all sort of finished. I've just got to paint it and put the backdrop on. So I'll just open it for you. So that's what she looks like, open and closed and with the bridges down. Okay, I've got the backdrop on the door now, and also I've just got to paint it, so I'm going to paint it next. But also I've got a timber handle, and then just a wooden latch, so when I want to open the door, I just open, and the same when I close it, just so the door doesn't swing open when I'm running trains. So that's what she looks like with the backdrop all glued. So I'll go ahead and paint it, and it should blend in. Okay, the door's all been painted to blue to match the walls. So that's now finished. And also with all the bridges down. And also I'm just going to leave that gap because I need that light to shine in the other room. So that's why there's a gap still there.